Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Liu Yuning, from harsh criticism to hard-earned respect. In the ever-changing landscape of Chinese entertainment, few young actors provoke reactions as extreme as Liu Yuning. For some, he is a refreshing grassroots success story. For others, he represents everything they dislike about casting choices in historical dramas. Love him or hate him, one thing is clear: Liu Yuning has refused to be defeated by ridicule, instead building his career on sheer perseverance and confidence. 2 years ago, when the drama A Journey to Love was a sensation, Liu Yuning was mocked relentlessly. Netizens labeled him China's ugliest man in period costume and compared his appearance to a rat. Some sneered, "He isn't even handsome, so why does he always get to play the male lead?" Many artists, faced with such brutal personal attacks, would have withdrawn quietly. But Liu Yuning did the opposite. He hardened himself, declaring through his actions, "The more you disapprove of me, the harder I'll work to change your opinion." That spirit has finally borne fruit. With his recent role in A Dream Within a Dream, a single passionate kiss scene reversed years of skepticism, restoring his reputation as a convincing male lead. A grassroots beginning. Liu Yuning's journey is remarkable precisely because it lacks the polished background many of his peers enjoy. While second-generation stars inherit fame and opportunity, Liu was born into a modest family and left home at 14 to make a living in the city. With no formal education or connections, he cycled through a string of odd jobs: waiter, street vendor, even trainee cook at a technical school. His only escape was music. After grueling shifts, he would retreat to a small room, strumming a guitar he bought with his hard-earned savings. Though untrained, his voice carried natural resonance. He began singing in bars and on the streets, eventually forming the band Modern Brothers with friends. For 8 years, they scraped by, performing online for tips. Then fortune struck. As live streaming surged in popularity, Modern Brothers gained viral attention, catapulting Liu into the spotlight as the group's charismatic frontman. Soon, he was singing not in bars but on national television. Following the industry's well-trodden path of singer-turned-actor, and aided by his 189 centimeters height and clean-cut demeanor, Liu was invited into the world of film and television. To him, this sudden leap felt surreal, like winning the lottery. The backlash of fame. But as the saying goes, fame brings controversy. Almost immediately after his rise, Liu found himself under siege. Viewers attacked his looks and dismissed his acting. In The Long Ballad, where he played a cold assassin, he was accused of being wooden and emotionless. In Eternal Brotherhood, he was mocked for being unworthy of portraying a famously handsome emperor. By the time A Journey to Love aired, criticism reached its peak. Audiences ridiculed his Ning Yuan's How sly, vulgar, and unworthy of standing beside Liu Shishi. For Liu Yuning, who had fought so hard to climb from obscurity, this period was painful. He even admitted to considering giving up acting entirely. Yet something in him refused to surrender. Challenging the look standard. The hostility he faced wasn't entirely surprising. Historical dramas in China have long favored strikingly handsome leads with bold features, actors like Huo Jianhe, and Jiao Enjin, whose very presence defined the genre. Compared to them, Liu Yuning's softer, less dramatic looks inevitably felt like a downgrade to many. But instead of denying his shortcomings, Liu confronted them head-on. In a candid live stream, he admitted, "I'm not as handsome or as young as them." Acknowledgement, however, was not resignation. He doubled down on training his craft, determined to compensate with skill what he lacked in appearance. Industry veteran Wang Gang once told him, "If your lines are solid, your acting won't be poor." Liu took this to heart, practicing daily until he eliminated his thick northeastern accent. In The Prisoner of Beauty, audiences saw him perform without dubbing, his lines delivered with natural rhythm and emotional intensity. That performance marked a turning point. Viewers who once dismissed him began to take notice of his growth. Winning back audiences. Liu's transformation has been most visible in A Dream Within a Dream. In one now famous scene, his character Nanhang sweeps the heroine into his arms and delivers a long, passionate kiss, filmed in one unbroken shot. There was no camera trickery, no obvious stunts work. Just raw confidence, masculine strength, and emotional conviction. The scene stunned audiences who had once doubted him. Suddenly, the same viewers who mocked him for being rat-like admitted that he had the presence and authority of a true leading man. It wasn't about looks anymore, it was about performance, energy, and believability. The pride of perseverance. When asked about his persistence, Liu Yuning has a simple answer: pride. I work hard on my acting and lines because I am a very proud person, he says. Pride here is not arrogance but dignity, the refusal to let others dictate his worth. In an industry increasingly filled with fragile idols who lack stamina or skill, Liu's resilience stands out. While some actors struggle to even lift their co-stars during filming, Liu confidently carries his female leads, embodying the physical presence audiences expect from a historical drama hero. Conclusion. In a recent CCTV interview, Liu reflected, "Persevere in one thing, and time will give you the answer." His career embodies this truth. From years of obscurity and ridicule to his current recognition, Liu Yuning has shown what grit, humility, and relentless practice can achieve. In a market obsessed with perfect faces, Liu has carved his own path, not through looks, but through talent and determination. For audiences weary of shallow, cookie-cutter idols, Liu Yuning represents something rare, an actor who earns respect the hard way, one performance at a time.